Watch me speak into existence. Time to show you boys the difference. Nipsey spoke of marathons, and I'm about to go the distance. The hate is just resistance. The reason I've enlisted is Alpha 1.
We back. Eazy Said Then Done. All right, let's jump straight into this one, right? New artists. We still on hip hop 101, but we counting down to football. We getting there, but right now it ain't time yet. I don't do preseason and all that preseason talk. Even though I got some content for that, for sometimes we overhype or who I think is my sleepers. But as far as like college football just dropped their rankings, we could talk about that in another episode, right? And then NFL, I'm not even stunned preseason. Just don't nobody on my squad get hurt. You feel me? On them Niners, please, y'all, it's already been an injury problem since last year. Hopefully we can get out this preseason pretty decent. But that's not what this is about, man. I want to do this episode. I gotta listen. Let me tell you something about me, right? I grew up all over the country. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. Then we moved to Idaho, California, Maryland, and then Tennessee. I moved to Tennessee after all them states. I was 9 years old. So by the time I was 9, I lived in 5 states. So that's kind of like the inspiration too behind this, because I done lived all over the country. I got an ear for everybody. I don't have no bias. You know, I lived in Tennessee for a while, and then I moved here to Miami. I just got this ear for everybody. Like, ain't no region really going out. I feel like that's home base to me because I just been all over the place. But Tennessee is a big part of me, bro. Right? I grew up in Tennessee. I did middle school and high school, even elementary, you know what I mean? From 3rd grade and up. I was 9 when I moved there. Up until my mid-20s. Listen, always gonna show love to Tennessee. And that's what this segment is about, because Memphis has been a instrumental part of hip hop since the 90s. You can't tell me I'm lying. You got 3 6 Mafia, and I'm not, for y'all boys that don't know, Yo Gotti been out since the 90s, man. You know, Yo Gotti, he a CEO now. He still rap a little bit. He does executive at CMG with Mozzie up under him and Moneybagg Yo, another Memphis artist, and Glorilla. You know what I mean? I don't know Glorilla with CMG. I don't think so, but I know Moneybagg is for sure. Black Youngster, you feel me? But Memphis been doing this for a while, man. They got some niggas I'm fucking with now. Not too long ago, we did one about my man Don Tripp. Don Tripp is, I'm going to argue if he's the best lyricist out of Memphis right now. And the one dude I'm going to put right next to him, and it's not, this dude ain't really, I don't even want to call him a lyricist. He's just a good artist because he made good music. Eddie Valero. Bruh, Eddie Valero, ever since I done got hip to this dude, I don't hear nothing but bangers from this dude, man. For real. I'm talking about, he just dropped an album called Gangsta Blues 2, right? Gangsta Blues 2. I download, you know what I mean? Download the album. Ain't one miss on that. Every track sliding. So I'm like, if this is 2, let me go back and hear 1, because he got a Gangsta Blues 1. Every track sliding. I already heard the Undefeated album. Every track, bro. Like, he don't miss. Like, every track he make, he got his own sound too. But you can hear that Memphis. You can hear that Memphis twang on it, man. That's what I do this for. I got a couple of homies. They starting to see me do my thing. My TikTok bubbling, you know. And they be like, they trying to learn these artists I'm giving them. That's why I do this, man. You know, they ain't heard of them. The point of this is for you to educate somebody, man. You know, to somebody to give hip hop a chance. Because the one thing I do have a lot of conversations with people is always complaining about is dead, ain't no new artist. Is you trying to look? Is you making the effort? Because now I know I'm giving content to tell somebody, man, bruh, I done told you about so and so. You know what I mean? But you just want to be stuck on what the popular, like the masses. And no disrespect to Eddie, to Valero, that's what he called himself. You gotta go look for a nigga, man. And when we and I seen a post on one of the social media sites, and Buddy was like, "That's what's wrong with the industry. You don't see that new guy. You know what I mean? Like that new dude because that's what always when I was younger. As much as you had the dudes you liked, right, the ones that are on top of the game, it was always something about finding that next dude, bro. Because there's no time better than somebody when they first come out. When I think about 90, I want to say 90% of my favorite artists, they best album usually be their first album. First, it really, it's not even their best album. It's just the standard set with how good that first album is. You know, first, maybe second, but them early runs. Because, once they get successful, they get commercial. They worried about radio, even though we're not in that era no more. I'm just talking about when I was growing up. So the music changed. But when they first be hungry and they first start touching that backing from their label, bruh. Now this man Eddie been doing his thing. It's I go on his I go on my Spotify and that man got work. He been going hard, bruh. You feel me? Until they feel me, just for you. And I'm finna go back and listen to all this. And he got until you feel me 3 and 2. Obviously, just for you. 2, just for you. I skipped one I should have listened to. That's just for y'all. That look like part 3 of the just for you. It's like I gotta see. That's how I move. See, when I ran into this artist on my what's name, once I heard one track, and I was like, oh, that's sliding. Oh, I got to go and check Buddy out. I got to go into his catalog. Let me see if he the real deal or he just got one. That's his one banger. And this boy got banger after banger. I'm telling you, and he made me love this Tennessee shit. And he got on a track with Don Tripp and Starlito. Shout out to Starlito representing Nashville. Like I'm loving this, man. They made me remember like that hip hop everywhere. Tennessee been a part of this hip hop game for a long time, and I love that, man. It just reminded me like wherever you at, there's some type of history. Some cities a little bit more than others, and it ain't about the biggest cities because we can bring up New Orleans. I stay trying to tell brothers about New Orleans. It ain't just Wayne. We remember the whole Cash Money, the Hot Boys, right? Then you had No Limit. There was literally like 15 rappers on No Limit, and they were dropping an album every week, and literally every one of them boys dropped. When No Limit was hot. Then you got my man like Currency and Young Roddy. It keep J Electronica. Atlanta, we already know Atlanta got their history. So it's just give everybody a shot, bro. Don't be region biased. And I say that, I say out of the utmost respect, but sometimes my brothers from the Big Apple, maybe even LA, you make other people small because their city ain't as big as yours. But good and damn well by now the game done changed. I give it to New York being where hip hop started, and I give it to LA where gangster rap started. But man, other people putting their foot in this now. You got boys coming out of Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? David Banner, Big Walk Dog, Big Crit. You know what I'm saying? Mississippi been holding it down. I remember my man, I don't know if y'all remember Dirty from Alabama. Who's my man that had the song Throw Them D's On? Like, they come from hip hop everywhere. This for hip hop, man. This show for hip hop, man. This show for hip hop. This show is to show people, yeah, I know something, but I ain't the only one. I just want to create a lane for people to come together and build this thing back to where it used to be. But it starts with a collective agreement on what is good music and what isn't, you know. And we got a generational gap. We do. It's a generational line, but that line needs to be evolved because times have changed. The era us older dudes grew up in, we didn't have an internet that could just, at a push of a button, I can go to the 90s with a push of a button. I can be nostalgic and stay in the 90s. But I get up in 2025 just like now. See, that's what the show's for, to let you know about an artist who's out now, right? Who's younger. I don't know his age exactly, dropping heat. You know, see, that's what it is. It's trying to bring this shit together. Cause I just love hip hop too much for me to not to put my 2 cents in to build this thing or keep it where it's at. And if it do go out, hey man, at least I tried. I gave it what I got, man. You know. But it's your boy Easily Done. We're gonna leave out on that, man. I'm telling you, man, go check out my man Eddie Valero. Gangsta Blues, Volume 2. Go check that man catalog out, man. Give a nigga a try. It ain't nothing to go look a nigga up, man. You search up everything else on your internet. Search a nigga, man. Look at him, man. Look at this artist. All right? It's your boy Easy. I'm out.